Hey, what's going on everyone? This is Kedar here. And let's talk about stimulus checks arriving this month. Today in this video, we are going to go over 8 states that are sending out stimulus check payments this month. And yeah, that's correct. There is a tens of millions of people getting stimulus checks here. And you might not know, but in fact, there are over 20 different states that are sending cash to their residents this year, and more could be coming soon as we get closer to the election, as the states have $350 billion from the last stimulus package and not a single state has spent it all, and number of two unemployment is near a historic low, which is at its 3.6%. That means states are bringing in more tax dollars, the federal government is bringing more tax dollars, and the federal government has actually paid $1.7 trillion since last October in the federal deficit. And speaking of the relief checks going out this month, speaking of Delaware, one-time $300 relief checks is coming to every adult resident if you have filed your 2021 tax return, and it is continuing to roll out the payments over the summer. Joint filers will each receive one payment and no additional action is needed to receive the payment. And you can head over to the doorweb.revenue.delaware.gov. Here you can check your status of your Delaware 2022 relief rebate. This relief is intended to help Delaware residents facing higher prices at the grocery store and gas pump. Speaking of Florida, last month Governor Ron DeSantis said that about 59,000 low-income families would be eligible to receive one-time payment of $450 per child. And this is especially helpful for new school year approaching. And these payments are not limited for any particular purchases. You can use it for buying diapers, fueling up at the pump, as he wrote in this letter. Also, Florida Department of Children and Families is offering financial aid for families who receive one of the following services through the department. First one is temporary cash assistance, that is temporary assistance for needy families, relative/non-relative caregiver funds. Also, if has an adoptive or foster child in the household, and checks are going out through the a program called Hope Florida, a pathway to prosperity, which is being led by the First Lady Casey DeSantis. By the way, you do not need to do anything. Qualifying families do not need to apply for the benefit. Payments are already being mailed out automatically and begin rolling out very soon. Speaking of Georgia, since this May, Georgia started sending out one-time rebates if you have filed your 2020 and 2021 tax returns, and these rebates are of $250 for individuals and $500 for joint filers and $375 for the heads of household. And this refund will be based on the 2020 tax return. Partial year residents or individuals who owe taxes, child support or other payments may also receive smaller relief checks. And there may be delays due to volume of refunds, but it should arrive early August for the returns that were filed by April 18 of this year. Speaking of Hawaii, well, lawmakers signed a tax rebate into the law that would roll out $300 checks for residents who earn less than $100,000 or $200,000 for joint filers, and with the dependents eligible as well. Also, individuals who earn more than $100K or $200,000 for joint filers, they will receive one-time relief checks of $100, and the payments will be started mailing out in the end of this August. Speaking of Illinois, well, they have $1.83 billion relief package called Illinois Family Relief Plan. It went already into effect by 1st July, and the plan includes income and property tax rebates as well as temporary cut in several sales tax. And the tax rebate checks are probably start rolling out until the September, and the qualifying criteria is homeowner earning less than $250,000 or $500,000 if filing jointly will be eligible for an amount equal to the property tax credit that they qualified for their 2021 tax returns, and this can go up to $300, and payments are being sent automatically. Speaking of Indiana has been sending out $125 payments all the taxpayers regardless of their income since May. Also, Governor Eric Holcomb urging for lawmakers to send second payment worth $225 for each taxpayer, but his calls received pushback from Senate Republicans who were offering an alternative plan which would suspend certain sales taxes. And while speaking of Minnesota, frontline workers in Minnesota are eligible eligible for a one-time payment of $750. Check began going out in last month, but application were due by July 22. And speaking of New Mexico, qualifying taxpayer received first payment of their $500 repaid in the June, and the second payment is expected in this August. And with that being said, these 8 states are helping out their residents tackle the scorching high inflation. Do let me know your comments down below. Make sure to hit that like, share this video, subscribe to our channel, and this is Kedar from How to Guys signing out.